Hello everybody and welcome back to another Mek Shop video. So guys, in this episode we're going to take a little bit of a blast to the past. We're going to go back to the past in fact, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at a model that I made a long time ago, and some of you guys might remember this. Do you guys remember the massive Stompa build that I did ages ago? It started out as a cardboard box that held my podcast mic and then grew into a fantastically beautiful mechanical monstrosity that is the Orc Stompa, and it's much bigger. In fact, it's double the size of the GW Stompa, pretty much, almost triple. But anyway guys, so you remember that I took you through the whole journey to that. We went from the beginning build stages all the way through to finally painting it. And then I looked at it, well, a while ago actually, and I thought to myself, do you know what? The paint job on that is absolutely awful. What was I thinking? What was I thinking when I tried to paint that monstrosity? I was using MIG pigments, I had no idea how to use them. The colours were just awful, and it just looked really goddamn horrible. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to repaint it and use it in my current Orc army. And in fact, this is going to be the centrepiece for my Armies on Parade this October. So without further ado guys, let me reveal to you the repainted Stompa. So guys, as you can see, I've gone for a much more rusty look. In fact, let me just move this tripod a little bit. There we go. I've gone for a much more rusty look in regards to how the Stompa, the overall feel of it. Obviously, you've put loads of splashes of blue in and stuff like that, like on the gob, on the guns, just little on the glyphs and things, just little bits and bobs there. And I've also done some renovations to it as well. The first thing that you guys will notice, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bring him a little bit closer, and hopefully his leg doesn't fall off. I'm going to bring this part a little bit closer, and what we're going to do, we're going to have a little bit of a zoom in on this weapon here. Now guys, we used to have a massive Gatling gun thing, but I realised it just looked stupid and didn't look like it would work at all. So I decided, in fact let's just take it off, I decided to make a new one. Use the standard body that I had, which was basically the back half of our Rhino, this tube here, but I took the thing off, the big barrel off the front, and added these three other guns going on here. These are two Forge World weapons, and then this is a something from a Tau vehicle, I think. But it looks really good, and it actually makes it a little bit lighter as well, because these two weapons here are made out of resin. But that was the first renovation that I did on it. The second renovation, the second major renovation, should I say, was adding, hang on, let me just turn him around. Hold the phone. I'm trying to do this, guys, so that it's optimum for you. In regards to the second renovation I did, I added this turret here on his shoulder, just because I thought it was a really good placement for a turret. Now, I'm not entirely sure on this size of turret, which is why I made it fit my other turret that I have for the other Mega Dread that I made. It annoys me a little bit because it doesn't quite sit flush, whereas the other one does, but this turret certainly is big and badass. Nextly, what I did was, nextly, is that even a word? I can't even remember, I don't even know guys. But what I did, I'm going to have to move the tripod up for this. Oh, no, that's going down. Let's move it on up. Moving on up. The next thing that I did was I wanted this to be kind of like a platform for my war boss. So guys, as you can see here, this is this little platform that's been constructed. Now it used to have a landing pad there, because this was going to be an eye in the sky Stompa, which housed loads of death copters and things, but I decided, don't really like that helipad. In fact, the helipad that I made looked really shit, and it was nowhere near big enough. So, I mean, this needs to be finished, but I've got this little construct here made out of some Necromunda bulkheads and things like that, and that is going to be the viewing platform that my Warboss / Big Mech stands on, for Armies on Parade. So it's like a true centrepiece to the actual, well, army itself. Now I'm just going to move this a little bit closer, because you might have noticed some other slight additions here, and for those of you guys that have not seen this before, hey, welcome to the party. Oh no, I just realised I've got loads of super glue residue on that grot under there. But yeah guys, so anyway, I added grots to it just to give it a bit more character. Now these little fellas are movable. They're just a bit of plastic card underneath with a little magnet on there, and what I'm basically going to be using these for, I'm going to add some more to it. These are going to be counting as the hull points, so whenever I get a hull point taken off, I can just go bleh and take a grot off, and that's how many hull points it's got left. But these are really nice little touches on there. You know, I decided I wanted to have a little go with, obviously, with the rust effects more on this, and because I've been perfecting them with this Orc Army, I think I did a pretty good job of it. Other little bits and bobs that I did. Oh, that tripod's really squeaky. I tried my hand at some stenciling, which is down here. As you can see, it kind of worked alright, but I decided I'd leave that just the way it was because I wasn't too sure. I also did a little bit of stenciling up on the top as well. So, as you guys can see there, with the Mek spanner, it didn't really work out too well. So I've kind of just left it with the stenciling out, the Orc graffiti and stuff like that. Let's just flip him around to the back as well, because there's some more little Gretchens and stuff chilling out there. Like I say, the close combat weapon arm, I added some of these little cogs and stuff as well, just to make it look like it had some more worky bits, which is always good. There we go. So, as you guys can see, made it very, very rusty on the back here. Very, very rusty, very, very oily. I tried to do like a hazard stripe kind of situation here with these bits of, I don't know what you call it, scaffolding going up. And then we actually have, up here, we actually have another little grot just chilling there. Now, some of these grots are like really, really old, and it was just a nice little opportunity to be able to get to use them. So there's this little fella here. I think he needs a bit of a repaint, but oh well, he's good enough for now. And then there's a little grot just down there, hiding away, just on the back of the shooty arm, about to hit something with his spanner. Yeah, I also repainted the rockets and stuff as well, and just made them look a bit more military-like. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Okay, guys, so I added a little... Oh, God, nearly fell over then. I added some little bits, just add a bit more red there. But anyway, guys, someone's knocking on my door, so I'm going to have to stop this video, and I will come back in just a second. Hello, everybody. Sorry for that slight interruption. That was my lovely half-wife just bringing me a cup of tea. It's so good. I get cups of tea brought to me periodically throughout the day. It's fantastic. But yeah, guys, so other than that, I just basically brightened it up and made it look a little bit less dull. Not that it was dull before, just... I can't really describe it. I just tidied it up, basically, guys, and made it look a little bit better. One of the things that I did as well was I found that... Oh, God, the camera's just completely fallen over. One of the things that I found as well with the actual Stompa, when I actually did the whole, you know, I repainted the whole thing, I sprayed the whole thing silver again, added the rust effects. Like, the rust effects there look really, really good, but the rivets and stuff, the rivets kind of just melded all into one, and it looked very, very unfinished. And with the slightest addition of just making the rivets pop a little bit with some silver paint, it really brings a final finishing touch to the miniature. But I've got to say, I used a lot of paint for this bastard. It was really, really, really tasking on my paint supplies, especially my gunmetal and my rust effects. But ultimately, guys, we actually got him done. But yeah, so I mean, he's going to be like a really, really, really big centerpiece. Oh, I tell a lie as well, guys. There's another stencil underneath his arm there. And again, I think that was a really, really badly failed one. So that's why it's hiding next to the close combat weapon arm. So let me just turn him around. But yeah, guys, so this is going to be my centerpiece. Although I don't know whether to have it actually centralized, because it'll block basically the whole back section of it. What I'm thinking, like I say, in Armies on Parade, I'm thinking of, especially because it's got a Stompa in it, I'm thinking of having like a really large crane next to it, you know, with loads of bits on it and stuff like that, you know, like loads of rigging, maybe some cargo, maybe some ammunition or something, you know, getting loaded onto it, and I'll have loads of Gretchen climbing up the crane and things, so I'm going to have to try and find a kid's toy for the crane to actually use. But I think that will fit really, really nice. Have the board actually look like it's some kind of Stompa production facility or Stompa production shipyard type thing. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for the Stompa. That's all we got time for. Oh no, there was one other thing that I wanted to do, which I still might do, because I might be able to get away with it. I really like the idea of having a... Let me just tighten this up. Of having a LED in... The fudge? Stay there, you piece of shit. I really, really like the idea of having an LED inside the Stompa's dick cannon right here. Dick cannon, his belly cannon. It's deep enough so that I can just probably about, I mean, my finger only just touches the back of it there. I might be able to get a tiny LED with like a tiny little battery, and on the day of Armies on Parade, just push it in like that to make it look like it's, you know, hot, or make it look like it's about to fire or something. But I'm not sure what colour. I'm thinking maybe like an orange one or something, or maybe if I can get one that fades. I honestly don't know. I know I can get strips of LEDs, but I only need one, really. So I've not really got a clue on how I'm going to do that, guys. If anybody out there has any experience with LED kits, if they know anywhere where I can just get one LED, by God, I've got it. I've literally just got the idea, guys. You know those flickering candles you can get? I'm going to dismantle one of those and just jam it into the back there and turn it on before Armies on Parade starts. That is the idea. Boom, brainwaves live on camera. But anyway, guys, so like I say, that's all we have time for in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below as to whether or not you like this paint job, like the repainted Stompa. If it's the first time you've seen it, guys, leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below letting you know what you think of the whole thing. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group where you'll get sneak peeks of little bits and bobs that I'm doing behind the scenes. Don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. See you now, and goodbye.